Hey guys! Welcome to Couple. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. At 2:30 on February 14th, David Hogg was not yet a spokesperson for radicalized young America or a renowned media savant or a resistance fighter or, to some, the encapsulation of everything terrifying about where the country is going, but a high school senior crouched in a dark classroom while a gunman with an AR-15 ranged beyond the walls of his hiding place, slaughtering 17 people in 6 minutes. In the quiet aftermath, when the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School had stopped but before the SWAT team had given the all-clear, the 17-year-old debate geek did what first came to mind. He detached himself from the situation by turning on his phone's video recorder and, in a perfect simulation of the news correspondence he had watched in his bedroom for years, narrated the events that had just taken place. To an imaginary audience, Hogg explained that he, like many of his classmates in Parkland, Florida, had initially thought the massacre was a drill. And then we heard more gunshots, he said somberly, still in a crouch, his face in shadow, and that was when we realized, this was not a drill. Like so many young men in so many foxholes before him, Hogg discovered in himself a powerful drive not to leave this earth without making a mark. We really only remember a few hundred people, if that many, out of the billions that have ever lived, he told me at his house in a gated community in Parkland, 10 days after the shooting. Is that what I was destined to become? Hogg was home alone that day, checking his phone and keeping company with Tater, the family terrier, allergic to grass but fond of tangerines and bananas, and he struck me as surprisingly composed. After the shooting, he had met up with his father but then driven himself home. That's when he lost it, alone in the car, screaming "fuck" again and again at the top of his lungs and hammering his fists on the dashboard. By the time he got to his house, he was calm enough to send his video to the Sun-Sentinel, the newspaper where he worked as an intern. I had the exclusive for about 6 hours, he told me. Hogg understood that he was living in a historical moment. Later that evening, he shouldered past his father, who was blocking the door, and biked back to school, where he offered his eyewitness account to the first television producer he saw. The segment with Laura Ingraham aired live at 10:05 on Fox. It is remarkable to watch Hogg with his stoic poise, his David Byrne cheekbones and wide-set stare, his grave expression and small impatient nods of understanding, narrating the day's atrocities. But it's most memorable for its final moments, when he refuses to allow Ingraham to offer her condolences or to get off the air. Can I say one more thing to the audience? I don't want this just to be another mass shooting. I don't want this to be something that people forget.